Good morning. Gonna try again this morning. I had to get out for a little bit, and so I came here by the Freedom Park. It's right here locally, here in Cleveland. You can kind of see where I'm at. We have the War Memorial here, so I thought I'd just take a moment and stop here on my way home just to kind of finish what I was trying to say this morning. And got the flag behind me. Today is Memorial Day, and it is a day set aside to remember. The Bible is often says about times that we need to remember. It often talks about the festivals and the feast that the Lord prepared for the nation of Israel, and then even Jesus in helping us to be reminded of his sacrifice by giving us the Lord's Supper. Why? Because we forget, and we had to have these times to remember the blessings of God and the goodness of God. As a nation, Memorial Day started right after the Civil War. It was known as Decoration Day. It was a time when communities and societies would go to cemeteries where the fallen had been buried and would decorate the graves. General Logan, who had been a general in the Union Army, determined to bring all of those moments together and commemorate them on the May 30th. And that began to happen all the way through the history of our nation, a time when on May 30th people would gather, decorate the cemeteries, and remember the fallen of those that had passed on. It wasn't until later in the late 1960s and officially 1971 when Memorial Day was put in as the last Monday of May as a federal holiday. There was much discussion about it because many were fearful that with just being a 3-day weekend, folks would see it as a vacation and forget to what this day represents. But I think that's up to us, isn't it? To stop and pause and remember what those that have sacrificed their life. As I think about what the Bible talks about, memories and memorials, and to not forget, we're reminded constantly that we do forget, and we have to stop and pause. So on this day, a couple things I think we have to think. We have to think about those that have given their lives. Abraham Lincoln, when he gave the Gettysburg Address, they were commemorating the cemetery there at Gettysburg. And he made a statement, those that had given the last full measure of devotion. I think about those folks from the time really going all the way back to the founding of our nation until now, who have laid their life down for us to be able to have the freedoms we have. So I think we have to think and pause and be reminded. I think we have to also be thankful, to stop and give gratitude for those that have given their life, that we could have the privileges we do. So enjoy your time today with your family, enjoy cookouts and fellowships, but pause if you would and just be grateful for those that gave the privilege to be able to do that. And then not only are we thankful, but we also teach. We teach the next generation the importance. I believe you can be a Christian and a patriot. I believe you can love your Lord and love your nation. You don't put your nation above your Lord, absolutely not. But I believe if you love your Lord, you will love your nation and desire the best for your nation. Teach that to your children. Teach that to the next generation. Let them know. But more than anything, even as we think about our nation, we also want to think and praise the Lord for his sacrifice. He gave his last full measure of devotion for us. Don't let's let ever forget it. Did you know that when Congress enacted Memorial Day, they also established at 3 o'clock there would be a pause for remembrance? Wherever you're at today, take a moment at 3 o'clock. Pause to remember the goodness of God, the sacrifice of those that laid their life down, and be grateful for the blessings that God's given us. Hey, have a great Memorial Day. See you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock as we continue on the study of Ruth. God bless.